Welcome to Easy Science with 7 Flows. Every minute, life needs air. There are more atoms in a breath of air than the number of breaths of air on Earth. Water covers about 2/3 of Earth. About 2/3 of our bodies are water too. Food is the fuel of animals and us. Applied energy is power from the sun and machines to ourselves. Uneven heat is the source of our seasons. Data is the electronic heartbeats to our digital devices. Let's see 7 flows of lively science. 1. Air. Long ago, Earth had no oxygen. Later, life evolves that exhales oxygen. Over time, oxygen builds up around the world. Special microbes turn nitrogen in the air into soil fertilizer that are plant vitamins. Fire burns oxygen. Animals and us breathe in oxygen. Our cells use oxygen to burn food bits into energy. Earth's atmosphere pushes on us with air pressure. Sun shines on the Earth unevenly. Air with different amounts of heat causes our seasons and weather. Air moves clouds that are full of water too. 2. Water. The source of Earth's water may have been ancient comet crashes. Earth's first life evolves in the oceans. The sun powers the water cycle. Seawater evaporates. Clouds move over land. Rain falls and flows down into rivers and back to the sea. These circle waters our planet. Plants and people along the way. Different sun heat causes different states of water. Things dissolve in water. This is critical to life. Cells need water to function. We also use water with soap to keep us clean. Water can wear away mountains. Over time, flowing water made the Grand Canyon. With gravity, water flows from high to low places. We see this in our homes. Water helps us prepare food too. 3. Food. Food is chemistry in action for life. Solar-powered plants turn sunshine into sugars. Plants store energy as carbs like fruits and vegetables. Animals eat the plants. Animals turn carbs into energy. Animals store energy as fat. Omni-eaters like people eat both plants and animals. We get carbs and vitamins from plants. We get fats and protein from meat. Much of our bodies are made of protein. Here are examples. Cells use proteins like work orders to do things like digest food, help us grow, and fight germs. Humans have about 5 liters of blood cells. Every day, blood flows in a circle around our body more than 1,000 times. Nature is full of makers and takers. All life is connected in a food web, from microbes to meat. We get our energy by eating food. 4. Energy. Plants change sunshine into chemical energy. Fire changes chemicals and fuel into flame energy. Fire and fuel power planes, trains, and cars. Rockets too. With gravity, high things have potential energy. This is why mountain water wants to flow to the sea. Moving things have kinetic energy. We design cars carefully because they can crash. Some big storms have attitude and energy like hurricanes and typhoons. electricity and magnets make electrical motors move. Also, electricity powers our lights and electronic devices. Energy is the oomph that makes things move. From muscles, motors, and more. Energy is often hot. 5. Heat. Heat is the flow of energy from hot to cold. Temperatures measure how much heat energy objects have. Here are 3 ways that heat flows: rays, touch, and circles. Sun rays shine through space to warm our earth. Heat flows when things touch, like flames to metal pots and pans to cook our food. Heat flows with circles in air and water, like when we boil water. Furnaces heat and blow air around our warm homes. Heat flows in other circles in our cool fridges and air cons. Sunshine heats the earth unevenly. This causes hot and cold seasons. Heat flows in air circles to make our weather. Currents of water flow from hotter to cooler places too. We collect data to understand nature's storms. 6. Data flows. We see how data flows when our senses sense our world. We send signals to our brains. We think and then tell our muscles to move. We input data into our computers. Like brain cells, our digital devices are powered by gates and flows of e-bit pulses. Data flows like clockwork, driven by electrical heartbeats. Inside our electronics, we assemble data into info outputs. We send text, write books, hear sounds, and see videos. All this is cybersyncs into real-time parades of multimedia digital data flows. This data changes from electricity bits to magnetic storage to light from screens. Data flows fluently among these different forms of energy. Constantly, the dynamic data changes form and then back again. For example, think of the dance of our digital data when we use our smartphones. Data goes from e-bits to RF radio waves to colorful displays full of fun digital meanings. The front face of our reality is defined by interfaces with real and virtual data flows, where cascades of cyber codes augment and enhance our online lives. 7. Life flows. It is amazing how my DNA changes lifeless atoms into full-of-life me. I interface with my environment for the things I need. Life chemistry flows when I turn air, water, and food into my energy. Think of the complexity as my tens of trillions of separate cells all work together to keep my life going. Blood flows to keep me alive. I breathe, drink, and eat. Same is true of every life form. We do not own our atoms. One day, all life dies, including us. Our well-used atoms return to nature, ready for reuse. While we are alive, may we marvel at our self-thinking minds. As we think about the miracle of how science flows with life. Now to close. Air flows in circles that make our seasons. Water flows from high mountains to low seas and back again. Food flows from the eaten to the eaters that connect the worldwide food web. Energy flows from fuel to our planes, cars, and rockets. Heat flows from hot to cold. Data flows to power our digital devices and cyber silicon age. With DNA, lifeless atoms assemble into live cells. With 7 flows, science is awesomely important to our lives.